Conversations and opinions expressed on this channel could be subjective or objective and are also for informational, educational, and entertainment purposes only. Here on The Mix, we encourage and implore you to conduct your own research.
Following a conference with the judge and jury today, the court has decided on a final charge for Caysen Allison. We're waiting to hear back from the court on what that charge is. 6 News was at the court during initial discussions this morning. We know the judge has instructed the jury to consider charging Allison with murder, manslaughter, or criminally negligent homicide. Right now, he's accused of classmate Joe Ramirez to death back in 2022 during a fight in a Belton High School bathroom.
Hey everyone, welcome to The Mix. Like this video, share this video. Thank you guys for tuning in to my channel. Today is Saturday. The weekend is winding down, you guys. I hope your weekend has been good to you guys. I hope you catch that live today, Saturday. And I was at the sauna. It got so hot in there just overall because it's a tight space. Although they had the television and, you know, mirror, coat hook, all of that little desk area, whatever. It's really, really compact. Check out my last infrared video I did too. You'll be able to see what I'm talking about. But at any rate, my phone got hot, super hot, and it shut off automatically during the live. So I mean, I'm gonna probably have to go in and edit or whatever. It was really refreshing. I really enjoyed it. It was a 40-minute session. Next time I go back, I know I might just not do a live again, maybe the 3rd session. But at any rate, like this video, share this video. Yes, drop some CASHAPP, Zelle, or PayPal. The information is in the description section, you guys. Yes. All donations go toward content enhancement creation. If you guys, some comments in the chat, please keep it respectful and peaceful. Thank you very much. Thank you all to my subscribers, my day ones, also my new subs. I appreciate you all. Listen to the video from beginning to end. I'm dropping clues, I'm dropping hints on live videos, random videos. It's all random too for the 2nd quarter cash prize giveaway. So check that out. Check that video out. That way you'll know the details and logistics of what to expect, what to listen for. I gave away last quarter $100 cash. Shout out to that winner. Posted it in the community section. So yeah, at any rate, okay, let me jump right into the topic. As you can see what this video is going to be about. This has been trending. It really hasn't picked up a lot of steam. I'm not gonna say I'm at a loss. I'm at a loss for words because it hasn't picked up true traction. But Caysen Allison, he is, I think he's maybe 21 now. This happened in 2022. Anyway, Caysen Allison, when he was 18 years old, it was 2 students. He and another student, he unalived a student by abbing him like 4 times, multiple times, on the school grounds. So to me, I mean, this case, as you can see, is similar to the Carmelo Anthony's case situation, which that happened on school grounds too, to my understanding, but at a track field. So at any rate, these are similar situations. Okay, we're going to compare it apples to apples, oranges to oranges, compare and contrast. But you guys see the deciding factor of this. As you heard from that clip, jury was pending what they're going to charge him with. This is from a different county, obviously in Texas, different town. State Texas the same, but different towns. So it's like compare apples to apples, I guess you could say, or compare and contrast. This is going to be interesting to see if Carmelo Anthony's team of attorneys kind of quite sure they're gonna use this. They would be crazy if they do not use this as case law for Carmelo Anthony's defense. And let me just say this to you guys, because I see a lot of people like on my last videos, they think I'm capping for Carmelo Anthony. Even in this case, my heart goes out to everyone. My heart goes out to the kids who are no longer here. For both cases, the Carmelo Anthony case, Austin, who's no longer here, I think that's his name, and I think the guy's name, the kid's name was Garcia, last name. But let me go ahead and share more of the clip that I came across, a couple clips, and then some excerpts from this article to dive more into the guilty verdict surrounding the Caysen Allison case. Again, he abbed a student at the same school multiple times and unalived a student. Carmelo Anthony abbed Austin school track meet and unalived him. So like I said, apples to apples, oranges to oranges, or compare contrast, however you may determine. So here we go. Okay, you guys, this is X, formerly known as Twitter. Incorrection, I stand correct. It's Caysen Allison. So let's check out this clip, a couple clips, and then I'm going to probably jump in here and there. Here we go.
Noon hour out of Bell County, where a jury has reached a verdict just about an hour ago in the trial of Caysen Allison. We know a lot of you have been following this very closely. Allison was accused of fatally Ramirez at Belton High School back in 2022. After several hours of deliberation, the jury found Allison not guilty of murder in the death of Ramirez, but guilty of criminally negligent homicide.
Okay, you guys, I stand correct. It's Caysen Allison, and he was found not guilty of but guilty of negligent homicide. So yes, and this did take place in 2022 on school grounds. So wow, and a lot of people haven't been covering this. This is my first time covering this, you guys. I'm not sure how it slipped under the radar with me, but hey, it's a one-stop shop over here. But here we go. Let me continue.
Yeah, that's right, Julie. It has been a long couple of days with the jurors deliberating for nearly 11 hours in total, and many people anxiously awaited the verdict. And as you can imagine, emotions were extremely high as they waited. Even before the jury came in, the entire courtroom was tense, with people on both sides of the court nervous and already getting emotional. As the deputy read the verdict to the defense, there were gasps of shock and relief from both sides. And when walking out, the anger and frustration among Joe Ramirez's family and friends was clear, with one person throwing a water bottle against a wall and another screaming as they walked out of the building. We did hear from Allison's defense attorney, Zachary Boyd, who says this was a hard case, but that they're relieved by the outcome.
This case has been accompanied with threats against Caysen Allison, against Caysen Allison's family, against the defense team. You felt that tension in the courtroom. We have continually requested people to keep an eye out, people to investigate, and I'm just thankful that the Bell County Sheriff's Office has taken it so seriously and taken everyone's safety seriously. Caysen's family, the juries.
Allison has been released under his bond conditions, which will stay in place until his sentencing hearing on June 16th. Now, depending on what Judge Falconer decides, Allison could face 6 months to 2 years in a state jail. Reporting live in Belton, Isabella Quintanilla, KBTX News 10.
You guys, I stand correct. The student who was unalived, his last name is Ramirez, as you can see. This is so sad. This is unfortunate. As you can see, they are comparing this here on X. This particular post is comparing it to the Carmelo Anthony case. So it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out as far as sentencing. And let me go ahead and head on over to this article, go over some excerpts. I won't go over the full article. Okay, so here we go. Okay, you guys, according to AustinAmericaStatesman.com, okay, I'm going to go over some excerpts of this article, not the full article. You can come over here, read it at your leisure. What is criminally negligent homicide? Texas man guilty in fatal high school stabbing. Okay, these are the key points. Let me just go over the key points really quickly. Caysen Allison was found guilty of criminally negligent homicide in the death of Joe Ramirez Jr. Okay, the full name to the unalived person, Joe Ramirez Jr. at Belton High School in 2022. The point number 2, Allison claimed self-defense after a history of altercations with Ramirez, including a prior fight and threats. Oh, now. Y'all see that? That's what they're saying here. Okay, 3, the jury deliberated for 12 hours before delivering a verdict, opting for a lesser charge than MURDR.
Money.
Okay, the article says the jury has found a Texas man guilty of criminally negligent homicide nearly 3 years after he fatally stabbed another student in a school bathroom. Caysen Allison was 18 when he stabbed Joe Ramirez Jr., also 18, at Belton High School in May of 2022. In a sentencing hearing set for June 16th, Allison could be given 6 months to 2 years in a state jail and a fine up to $10,000. So with the jury, you guys, and this is the mix interjecting, with the jury basically finding Caysen Allison guilty of a lesser charge, Caysen Allison he's not even going to prison. This is jail. Wow. Like that particular lesser charge does not warrant prison. So that could be it too. But this is actually, I mean, sad to say, a win for him, because MURDR would guarantee prison. So, okay, wow, okay. If Allison had been charged with MURDR, he would have faced 99 years in prison, or even the death penalty, if the circumstances surrounding the charge called for it. Okay, let me jump down here. Saw some things. I'm skipping around, y'all. Okay, suspect and victim had a violent history. So basically, they're saying it's a history of, I guess, quote unquote, bullying or, altercations with the unalived person and Caysen, excuse me. So what is criminally negligent homicide? A person can be charged with criminally negligent homicide if they cause another person's death through an act of negligence. According to Texas Penal Code 19.05, Trey Porter Law provides the following explanation. Even if causing another's death is unintentional, y'all hear this? A person may be charged with criminally negligent homicide when the person's intentional acts rise to such gross deviation from reasonable societal standards of care. Okay, basically, and this is just my opinion. I ain't no lawyer, I ain't no judge, so I'm giving you my opinion perspective of what I think this means. Is that basically, if the person intentions was not to actually delete someone or unalive someone, it looks like this defense, not defense, but it looks like That's what the jury basically came to terms with based off of Caysen Allison's defense team. So perhaps I wasn't following this case. So perhaps they were saying, hey, it was probably a bullying type of situation, and Caysen just stood up to his bully that particular day. He wasn't trying to delete him or unalive him, and voila, it happened. But that's not Caysen's intent. He was not trying. So they're saying, in my opinion, I do believe negligent means there was no intent to actually unalive or delete someone. What y'all think? Okay, you guys, so what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? Drop some comments in the chat. Do you think it's similar to, because both situations happen in Texas, do you think it's similar to the Carmelo Anthony's case? My opinion, absolutely yes. Yes. But it's just different towns, different counties. Looks like for the lesser charge that the jury found Caysen Allison guilty of, Caysen Allison won't be going to prison, y'all. So it's going to be interesting to see how the Carmelo Anthony case plays out. Yeah, this is just, as I said before, because I got a lot of comments, a lot of feedback, a lot of backlash, I guess you could say. Feedback, backlash, tomato, on the last video I did on the Carmelo Anthony's case. When I said his mom clapped back, because in my opinion she did debunk some things, and that's just my opinion. But no, I wasn't capping for him. He is, what I did say too, being doxxed is not cool, never cool. Not even in the Caysen Allison situation. As you can see, according to Caysen Allison's attorney, they were being doxxed too and harassed, all of that stuff too. So it's never okay to dox anyone. I don't care who it is. It's never okay to dox anyone. So let's be clear on that. So, but it will be interesting to see how it plays out in terms of judges going to decide for sentencing in June. I think they said June 16th. So do you all believe Caysen Allison will go to jail? Because he's not going to prison, but state jail is different from prison. Do you think he may go to jail or be given probation? Because I wonder, is this particular charge, is probation in there, or is it mandatory jail? So I'll have to do a little bit more digging to see what is. I might do an updated video, but again, this will be interesting to see how this plays out. And let me just say one last thing before I let you guys go. When it comes to legal processes and all of that, I feel that everyone deserves a fair shot. Not a blanket everyone, because it depends on, you know, the type of cases. When it comes to kids and elderly people, then I'm not even weighing in on that. So when it comes to kids, minors. So my blanket opinion when it comes to everyone deserves a fair shot, because according to the Constitution, it affords everyone a right to a fair trial, a right to due process, all of that type of stuff. So I am a avid, believer in that. So in this instance, both deserved a fair trial, in the Carmelo Anthony situation and the Caysen Allison situation. And like I said before on many other videos, check out my legal related video playlist. I don't care if your hand is caught in a cookie jar, you deserve due process, fair trial. So again, I'm thinking possibly, and Carmelo Anthony's attorney will be a fool if they don't cite this case, because it's across town. So what? Cite this case, use it as an example, put it into the narrative. It's chess, not checkers. As long as things are being conducted fairly, justly, within the confines of the law, as far as being an attorney, then hey, I don't see why not use this. That's what an attorney is for. A defense attorney is to defend, advocate for their client. So, but yeah. So let me know your thoughts, you guys. This might be an unpopular opinion, my little commentary ended on this, but hey, it is what it is. Like this video, share this video, drop some comments in the chat. I'll run some polls. Do you all believe Caysen Allison will do jail time? Do you believe he will get probation? Do you believe these cases are similar? Like, share, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.